What if that aging that should have been present in 60 years comes at the age of 22? That's what the important question is. History of this girl. With 22 years of her life, she already has, almost 13 years of work experience. 6 hours of school, 6 hours of tuitions, which required constant neck bending. And when she used to come back home, she used to take break like any other kid. And again, during her break, she used to scroll in her phone, again utilizing her spine. Another day, another case. And this particular one is more interesting and heartbreaking at the same time. This is an MRI of a 22-year-old girl with severe pain, stiffness. She started having dizziness, morning stiffness, unable to work, concentrate because of the regular headaches that she used to have. We tried to manage her initially for good 6 months on conservative management, where we give some pain relieving medications. We worked on to neurodynamics, we worked on to correcting her ADLs, ergonomics, but she could not be relieved. Her day-to-day life got hindered in a way that she started to develop central sensitization, which is a very important component of any chronic pain. Now, by central sensitization, what we mean is that there is a lot of, early anxiety, there is loss of interest in her hobbies, do not want to take part in the festivities or happiness because she was constantly hurting because of her cervical spine. Now here what we see is multi-level degenerative discs with spondylosis. Now spondylosis by itself is not a disease. It's the natural aging process of the spine. But what if that aging that should have been present in 60 years comes at the age of 22? That's what the important question is. That where is our youth, our kids are heading. Now, if we talk about the history of this girl, with 22 years of her life, she already has, almost 13 years of work experience, if we talk about that. Now, how? Like from 8th grade, she started going to her tuitions. So 6 hours of school, 6 hours of tuitions, which required constant neck bending. And when she used to come back home, she used to take break like any other kid. And again, during her break, she used to scroll in her phone, again utilizing her spine. So even when she was restoring, her spine was constantly working, and anything that goes through overutilization without restoration leads to degeneration. After 12th, there was rigorous studies. She was going to her tuitions, her school, her coaching, intense studies, and breaks time involved screen time. And there was thus this overutilization. And when you talk to these kids and you ask them about their physical activity, anything they do to play around, be physically fit, then there was zilch, zero. Then fortunately, she got admitted in a very good university. Again, this came with a lot of assignments, lot of head-on working, assignments, projects, which again made her to sit long hours, bending her neck, working on her notebooks, on her desktop, and even when she was resting, she was scrolling. And the spine was constantly working. This resulted into multi-level degeneration and spondylosis even at the age of 22. Finally, after good 6 months of conservative management and rehab, and we could not help her with her constant, discomfort, radiation, stiffness, dizziness, we planned a minimum intervention procedure, and today we are going to do that. This minimum intervention will help her ease out that severe inflammation and compression on the thecal sac and exiting nerve roots. That's more on the left side than on the right. And again, we are going to follow a very comprehensive rehabilitation pertaining to neurodynamics, orthotic corrections, aggressive ergonomic management in terms of phone usage or desktop usage, everything to give her a life that she truly deserves. And here to all my dear little kids and young people of my country, I want you to understand that you resting while scrolling phone is not equal to your spine resting. Your spine needs time to restore and recover, and those require specific activities. Now, in this video, I'm going to tell you what are the different activities which one should do for their spine to restore and recover. Very important part is that you need to stretch certain upper cervical shoulder musculatures which are key importance in posture corrections, like your trapezius, levator scapulae, rhomboids and rotator cuffs of your shoulders. These are the important, and also sternocleidomastoids. Now these muscles are to be stretched thoroughly. Then you'll need to do neurodynamics and isometric exercises of these muscles, which we are going to teach you just now, that you need to do isometric exercise for your levator scapulae. Then you'll have to do for your trapezius. Trapezius, very important muscle for your neck, your capitis muscles, your rhomboids. We need to consciously correct the postures, consciously telling our body, what I felt is like, when you're working, when you're high on life, high on energy, you somehow get disconnected to your own body. You do not talk to your body. So you need to have a constant dialogue with your body. If there is any discomfort, don't adjust this discomfort by, compromising another part of the body. Try to talk to your body. Why is that discomfort? Try and understand, or take the help of a musculoskeletal specialist who will tell you that this is an overutilized muscle, and start working towards its restoration before the problems become deeper. So you need to correct the posture. Initially, you might take help of a posture corrector, which will be not a supporting or a leaning structure, but it will be something that is going to give you a kinesthetic feedback that this is the corrected posture. Also, use a riser, use a platform for your desktop work where your spine remains in the neutral position, which requires your desktop to be at the height just below the eye level. So the spine is not extended or flexed while you're working. Use a stand for your phone where again the spine remains in the neutral position. Start to take part in the physical activity, move out, go for walks, take part in active sports, make yourself active, interact with your body, interact with the nature, and help your body heal before anything of this sort happens. Because spine is something that needs to be preserved, saved. It is not a structure to be severed, and we need to work from today, not just when we get old, but from today, because our lifestyle demand overutilization of the spine, and it requires our most important, concentration to work towards its restoration, its giving back, its healing, so that you keep on adding to that structure without overutilizing. किसी भी गुल्लक में से पैसे निकालते जाएंगे बिना डाले वापस, तो वो खाली हो जाएगी. तो we have to keep on adding money to this gullak. We have to keep on adding money to this piggy bank so that we do not overutilize and empty it before the time comes. I'm your musculoskeletal and rehabilitation specialist, Dr. Ayushi, and for all your queries, if you're a young person, if you're a young student who's been struggling with discomfort in your neck, you can write comment in the comment section. Our team will get back to you. We'll do a YouTube live. We'll take your questions. If I'll have more than 50 queries, then we'll do a YouTube live and we'll talk about the stresses my young friends are going through, the utilization, the overutilization, the long studying hours, sometimes people have their entire work on their phone, how to mitigate those stresses, what are the red flag signs, from where you'll have to start concentrating on your spine. You do not have to think about your spine only when the pain begins, but before that. So if I'll have 50 queries in the comment section, we'll do a YouTube live. I'll come, I'll have a one-to-one interactions with all of you, and we'll talk about, especially to my younger generation under 30, any discomfort in your body, write, and we'll have a word with you. We'll talk, we'll understand your life challenges, and we'll try to solve the mysteries of spine. Thank you.